Hi guys, in this video I'll be responding to a question I got recently from someone who's interested in getting this machine. They wanted to know what safety features are in place to prevent exposure to the blade. Alright, so firstly there is this lever that has to be engaged when you are going to use the blade. So you have to press this down first in order to be able to bring the blade all the way down into the cutting stick. Similarly, when this stick is pushed all the way back up, you hear it, clicking into that locking position, and then this can't be engaged fully. All right, there is some movement, but it cannot be engaged fully onto the stick unless you press this lever down. Now, there is a piece of metal protrusion at the back here, and I'll try and show it in B-roll, that if it is you do pull down on this hard enough, say you forgot, I believe it can snap, because I believe I've read a few instances where people don't snapped off before. So that's the first safety feature. Secondly, there is this plastic guard that creates some space between your hand and the blade. All right, and there is a cutout here and here, and you first put the piece of metal at the bottom between that cutout like this, and then you just line up the hole there and you push it down, and that creates some space between your hand and the blade. The only times I remove this is if I have to rotate my cutting stick, or if I am changing the knife on my machine, all right, or the blade on my machine. Then there is this metal fence that is used for your cutoffs, right? Well, sort of, because the things kind of fall off, but anyway. But you can also use it as an extra layer of protection, when you put it in the up position, to keep your hands, as far away from the blade. Of course, not putting your hands at the bottom. On the opposite side, when the machine is not being used, you want to put your fence all the way down. And what that's going to do is, for whatever reason, say you're using the countertop for temporary storage, you don't want your hands to slip under there for any reason at all. So it would be a good idea to keep this metal fence in the down position if it is you are not using the machine. And of course everybody's situation is different, but to add an extra layer of protection, I've been storing mine in this corner area for the longest while. There is the edge of a desk on one side and a closet / the wall on that side that I don't need to go into very often. So that kind of makes it really difficult for myself or any other member of my household to accidentally get near the blade unless we're actually using the machine. All right. Okay, so in addition to me placing it in the corner, I have when I got this machine, my children were much younger, and I actually had a discussion with them and explained to them how sharp this knife is and why they should never get near it or play. It is not a toy. It is not like a kitchen knife, and why it is very important to never ever pass their hand near the blade, and definitely not along the sharp edge. I think that if you have kids, that's a very important conversation to have. All right, and I've had this for quite a few years now, and no member of my household has ever gotten hurt with this machine. I guess having like building some little cart, or having a dedicated table just for the machine is also adding a measure of safety, because it has its own dedicated counter space. All right, anyway, hopefully that was helpful. Thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in another video. Bye.